Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be going over my capstone project, which is the School for Wayward Girls. It is a character concept art project, and the concept behind it was to personify the five senses for an animated children's cartoon. This would teach children about the five senses and also how to accept themselves and others. The characters look a little bit scary, but that's okay because they're friendly and they look friendly. So we're going to go ahead and move on to some of the research behind that. So first I started with shadow silhouettes, and we can see that the different types of silhouettes are very recognizable, and we can also recognize them as more of an adult figure or more of a childlike figure, and that's just based off the proportions and their designs. I took inspiration from Ruby Gloom because they did a great job making the scary not so scary. And then also the Amazing World of Gumball because they made inanimate objects very, very human. And here we go on to the project outcome. So we have the character turnaround. So we have Iris, Crownie, Whiff. This is Pitch and Quincy. They're twins. They're a little bit different from each other though. Then we have Dermis, who's going to be our sense of touch, very sportsy, outgoing, and this is her like the last turnaround. And next we move on to some of the concept art, which are very rough sketches, but are done so intentionally. We're focusing more on making comments about the characters as well as like just focusing on their like interactions with other students. So they're intentionally left rough just because they're supposed to be a rough draft. And then here we have some of the teachers and they're roughly what they would look at. So we have like a gardening teacher, we have the gym teacher, we have like the history teacher and the dance teacher. And then we have like a really rough sketch of what like the homeroom teacher might look like and how she might interact with the students. Then we also have how the school might look, which is our mix of Gothic right here with these very pointy spikes and this very tall, thin building. And then over here we have the gym, which is a very boxy, modern building. Here are some detail shots of those like windows and doors. They have a little clawed handle here. Then we have the garden, which is where some of our students like to spend a lot of their time. Some of the experimental flowers that they've come up with. And then some of the different classrooms and their specialties like a science, gym, etc. So thank y'all very much, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.